Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to everyone and all of the brilliant panels on stage. I would like to welcome everyone for our discussion forum today regarding artificial intelligence, whether it is a good thing or a bad thing. On the other hand, we have four amazing panels here with us. Please welcome Mr. Muhammad Amir bin Muhammad Hastabuzi, computer scientist at IBM Malaysia Sendirian Berhad, Ms. Atika binti Nazruddin, Vice President of FSKM UiTM Jasin, Sir Muhammad Najmul Al-Shateh bin Azmi, President of FSKM UiTM Jasin, Ms. Nur Hasha Rushaidi binti Kamarul Asri, President of Student Representative, Council UiTM Jasin, and Mr. Nick Muhammad Irfan bin Nick Abdullah, Chief Technology Officer at Oracle Corporation Malaysia Sdn Berhad. For a brief introduction about AI itself, AI stands for Artificial Intelligence. It is a machine that copies human intelligence to do tasks. They also can improve themselves by using the information or knowledge that they collected. For example, customers send feedbacks or reviews to the product suppliers and chatbots, which is an AI will handle it. Also, search engine comes with a recommendation for viewers, and the recommendation is decided on the viewers' favorites. It also can be defined as a superpowered thinking capability and analysis of data that overcome the human's level. Even though AI is a perfect alternative to solve problems, it is not created or designed at the first place to overtake humans' job and replace them from the root. AI only act as a performance booster and could save time in producing any product that is the best results. In this discussion, we will discuss about which one outweighs the other, the good or the bad. With all due respect, I will pass the subject to Mr. Ameh.
Okay, thank you very much to the lovely moderator, Dr. Muhammad Irfan bin Ahmad Izam. Nowadays, in this modern world, artificial intelligence and physical technology have worked together and merged to form a new type of technology, which I would call smart devices. Smart devices are devices that have AI, the artificial intelligence, embedded within their software system. These smart devices can help to improve safety and security in human lives. Now, when we are talking about smart devices, we have to talk about smart home as well. Now, what is a smart home? Smart home is a home containing smart devices that are used for the benefits of the whole household. Smart devices that can be used, such as smart TVs, smart speakers, or smart appliances in general, smart locks, smart cleaning robots, smart home security systems with voice control, smart smoke alarm, smart home assistant that can connect to the surveillance devices such as security cameras. Now, the purpose of AI being integrated within these devices is that the AI can distinctively recognize objects or faces using its pattern recognition feature. Furthermore, these AI integrated devices allows users to control them remotely, meaning they can be controlled from far away of location as well as notify the users of possible issues and dangers that could occur to their houses. Smart devices do have a lot of features and functionality to them, and as such, it is not a surprise that it can be a little bit costly. However, it is worth it for the greater good towards having a safe and secure home in the future. As the whole security industry in worldwide is slowly shifting their way of handling safety concerns and issues by relying on the powerful capabilities of an AI, it will be unwise for us to not invest in these smart devices for our lovely home nowadays. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ameh. To my understanding, you are stating that AI surrounding us is a good thing because they help improve our safety and security. What would you say, Miss Atika?
Thank you to our moderator for today, Dr. Muhammad Irfan bin Ahmad Nizam. In contrast to what Mr. Ami has said, I think that smart home devices does not provide total security to the users. Even though smart home devices makes it easy for a user to protect the home against theft, it also poses a risk to the security of a user's personal information. A 2021 research shows that smart home devices are vulnerable to a high number of data attacks. Two common data attacks are data breach and identity theft. This brings me to my point that artificial intelligence can violate users' privacy. I will start with how AI gathers our private data. Modern technologies such as surveillance cameras, smartphones, and the internet have made the collection of private data much more easier than before. Currently, it is quite simple to track users' interest or activity based on their conversations when sitting at home or by searching for a product online. Most of this data is sent to cloud computers, which has significantly increased the possibility of the data being tracked. AI systems such as Google Home and Amazon Alexa now provides persistent surveillance as a part of their product feature. Persistent surveillance refers to the continuous observation of a, an individual, a location, or a thing. Through these AI devices that capture audible data from by the user's conversation while sitting at home, the parent company has easy access to what the users are discussing while sitting at home. This system transmits the obtained data to the parent company, which keeps and analyzes the data. So the parent company can readily monitor what the users are talking about, what they are doing, or what they are planning to do without even their knowledge. It is no doubt that by collecting a user's private data helps an AI system to perform the desired task in a better way, but it also comes with risks. One of these risks is the exploitation of a user's private information without their knowledge on how it will be processed, where it will be used, and even worse, more often than not, sold. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Atika. So you are saying that AI violates users' privacy and do not provide total security to the users. How about you, Mr. Najmu? What do you think?
Okay, thank you, Dr. Amir. Based on Miss Atika's statements, which is artificial intelligence is violate the user's privacy, and I am not fully agree with it because developing an AI can help in securing users' data. As we know, hackers tend to follow trends to penetrate the system security, which make AI be helpful to detect their hacking flow and block their threats. Even it has some limitation, which AI cannot help to secure the user's data anymore if the users already shares their data to some company. However, AI system can warn them when they want to fill their information in suspicious or red flag company, so that the user will think twice to make their own decision. If they ignore the warning, the risk is on their own. We can see this example clearly nowadays, especially when we want to get access to suspicious websites like pirated movies websites or crack gift. Okay, based on this point, we know that the AI has the capability to do training, to think and make a precise decision like human. In AI training, a system called rule-based expert system which helps in decision making. Mostly, this system is used in virus detection like the antivirus software and the data analysis installed in the market trading. And other than that, this system also helps in improving the quality of consulting experts for problem solving in cost, time, and expertise manpower. As an example, in hospital and medical field, we can develop an AI to we can develop an AI system to determine patients' medicine by knowing their symptoms only. The patients can save their time and money to get consultation for their health issue. Doctors also can focus more on patients with serious illness. That's all from me. Thank you.
Mm.
So AI itself has the capability to make good decision as human does in life. Okay, thank you, Sir Najmu. Now I will pass this subject to Miss Nur Hasha.
Thank you, moderator. So, in my opinion, AI will result in less human intervention, which in turn it may cause major disruption to the employment standards. This can be looked into my point. The reduction of human interference has resulted in the death of many job opportunities. Thus, it will increase unemployment. Most organizations are now implementing automation and AI at some level um, to replace qualified individuals with machines that can do the same work with higher efficiency. Certain roles may be obsolete when the tasks that are monotonous, which it can be easily automated by intelligent automation or artificial intelligence. According to a study conducted by McKinsey Global Institute, intelligent agents and robots could replace 30% of the world's current human labor by the year 2030. McKinsey recounts that, depending upon various adoption scenarios, automation will displace between 400 and 800 million jobs by 2030, requiring as many as 375 million people to switch job categories entirely. Therefore, there are many sectors that will be impacted due to the artificial intelligence, such as customer service executives, bookkeeping and data entry, receptionists, transportation, electronic commerce, and many more. For instance, in the future, there is 98% chance that transportation sector will be fully autonomous, where they will be safer, more efficient, and effective. Hence, the demand of the job for professional drivers such as trucks, taxi, and bus drivers will be dropping rapidly. In addition, humans' roles that are related to operation and support of production lines and factories are being replaced by smart robots that can safely navigate the space or performing in complex assembling operations. Next, automation and AI will lift productivity and economic growth, but millions of people worldwide may need to switch occupation or upgrade skills. According to an IBM survey, more than 120 million workers globally will need retraining in the next 3 years due to artificial intelligence impact on jobs. Thus, there is a concern for many employers that lower skill will be one of the greatest threats to many organizations. Um, newer, better job, Newer, better paying job would not replace those lows. So, without widespread retraining, people with low skills to adapt to a new environment with artificial intelligence and automation will have significantly difficulty finding new work. So, it is highly likely that many jobs will fade away as AI become more prevalent. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Nur Hasha. From what I heard, AI could affect the employment rates in the country severely. What is your stand on this matter, Mr. Nick?
On this matter, I stand to AI bring us a good thing because mistakes are unavoidable since humans are involved. When humans are put under a lot of pressure, they often make mistakes. In the meanwhile, AI may function without any limitations. This brings to my point that AI could help reduce human error in the workplace. Although AI is not entirely devoid of mistakes, it is far more accurate than humans. It derives judgment based only on the basis of the information that is now accessible without taking into account any subjective factors. AI is not yet at the point where it can totally replace human judgment, but it is able to make intelligent judgments that are devoid of bias. According to the findings of a research, human error is responsible for 32% of unexpected downtime and production losses that occur in the industrial industry. Compared to the other fields of the work, the incidence of human error is much greater in the manufacturing industry. The human error originates in a lack of knowledge. The cognitive augmentation enabled by AI can provide humans with an operating procedure by guiding step by step. Repetitive tasks also leads to more mistakes.
Mm.
AI may reduce fatigue-related errors caused by humans. To provide one example, an error by a worker in the production process might risk the entire operation. Manufacturers no longer need to worry about human errors as AI could monitor every process. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nick. AI does help in reducing human error in their work environment. With all the points stated beforehand, it is obvious that AI has their own pros and cons that were clearly brought up on this discussion. We are here today to discuss on this matter and hopefully we can come to the conclusion at the end. Artificial intelligence developments are transforming the world for good. It's making our lives simpler and also making our society inclusive. But machines with AI must have some limitations. The ethics of artificial intelligence has to be formulated well and need to be implemented strictly. International policies on AI are very important to tackle security issues posed by artificial intelligence. Again, thank you everyone for your time and the brilliant panels that arrived here today.